Hi, right guys, my name's Roy. This is Roy's Bendy Advent Calendar. This is a show where I stay bendy so that you don't have to. Actually, no, flexibility is actually key in maintaining healthy joints, so, don't overlook it. My name's Roy. I'm a fully qualified PT, just as long as PT stands for Platypus Trafficker. No, I did go through a small stint where I was breeding bearded dragons, but it was nothing unlawful. As I'm sure you've noticed, we've got celebrity guest Kevin Hart joining us for this session. Thanks for coming on, Kevin. It's a pleasure to meet you.
5 a.m. in here getting it, baby. Motivation.
No, same to you. I'm sorry I've not been with you for a few days. As you might remember, at the end of last session, I suffered a slight injury. Yeah, just gone again. Gone all fuzzy in my arms. It's a bit painful. I'm actually on some quite heavy painkillers at the minute, but I should say some of my mobility today may be slightly decreased.
What the fuck is going on?
What do you mean?
You're making up excuses and I don't like it.
A lot of people actually have been asking me, sent a few emails in saying, Roy, you've not been doing yoga for a few days. How do you fill your time? And it's simple, really. What I do is I've got a pressure washer in the garage, and when I've got a bit of spare time, I just wind that out, put it on the patio, and I get the nozzle, and I just blast off some of the lichens that have sort of grown on the patio and the patio furniture, and just a couple of minutes on there, and it gets rid of any of the algae and any of the bacteria they're actually carrying. Kevin's actually feeling a little bit tight in your hamstrings, aren't you? So you're going to sit this one out, but I'll talk you through it as if you were performing the poses with me. So we're going to start off with a staple of the yogic diet. It's your carbohydrates, otherwise known as your one-legged runner's lunge. Throughout the session, feel free to stay hydrated. This is actually almond milk because I'm largely plant-based. So we're just going to lunge here, really get the hamstrings going, and just feel a bit of heat in there, awaken the fire that lies within the muscular fibres of the hamstring. Now, Kevin, I imagine life's a real roller coaster for you. Throughout the week you've got many different appointments and things to do. What's your favourite day of the week?
It's Sunday run day.
I'm much the same.
You can thank my wife.
Now, if you're feeling a bit of tenderness in the hamstring, don't panic, it's fine. What you don't want to do is push it too much early doors, because I'll tell you, you can snap a hamstring like that. So Kevin, you're actually halfway through your UK stand-up tour, and you perform at Sheffield Arena tonight, aren't you? And I've always wondered, it must take real guts to, stand up there in front of the thousands of people and, perform your routine. That takes real bravery. And I've always wondered, is there anything that scares you?
My biggest fear is shitting on myself.
Right.
What is my job as a husband? Tell me.
Right, I'm going to stand over there and stare at the wall. No, my grandson watches this, and that's not appropriate. Stare at the wall.
Thanks for picking me up. I could have died just now.
So what we're going to do now is we're just going to come into I call this the stationary cartwheel. Hands up like you're about to do a real cartwheel, and then you just roll over like you're doing a spin, ball in a cricket ball. Then press up again. It helps if you're not doing this in a loft conversion. But we're going to press up onto your haunches there, and we're going to go into downward facing dog. Now, to be honest with you, I'm actually in a bit of bother with my wife Sandra. She recently got a new car, and I took it for a spin. Long story short, I lost control of the vehicle and collided with a lamppost. Luckily, it was only superficial damage. The actual vehicle itself was mechanically sound. But I thought I really ought to make it up to Sandra, because she really did love that car, and so I went to buy her a bouquet of flowers actually, but I was slightly pushed for time, so I did the natural thing, and I picked a few dandelions and got a couple of salad leaf bags from a petrol station in Wakefield. So, oh, you should have seen her face, absolute disbelief. That was mainly because she just found out I'd shattered the front right fog light and indicator bulb. Yeah, it's a shame really. It's a brand new 206 as well. Yeah. Well, I say brand new, it's a 54 plate, but the fabric interior was refurbished shortly before we decided to lease it. We're going to come out into our pterodactyl T here, and we're going to really find power your third eye, beam to the heavens above where Buddha's there, and he's saying, yeah, you're doing well, keep at it. Find a slight rotation. Now you should be feeling a bit of warmth in your right side upper back. Same goes, big nose. Take it to the left. You might be wondering why I'm wearing this oven glove, and it's actually because, well, I'm protecting my watch. I've got a new watch, and I want to protect it from your everyday scuffs and dings. You know, if I've learned anything this year, it's that you always need to have a fully functioning timepiece on your person. You may notice a few of the poses in this session are slightly relaxed in terms of intensity. That's actually because I've got a slight injury. I'm on some heavy painkillers, and before this started, long story short, I'm not going to beat around the bush. I did drink a full bottle of Calpol. So, you know, my legs do feel a bit wobbly. It's going to be all right. I just need to find, where are the safety exits? Where's the pilot?